1, 2, 3, go.
Hi, this is Karla from sportscene.com, and I'm here with the VP of PRI,
John Kilroy.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm the editor of the magazine Performance Racing Industry, and I've been editor of the magazine for over 20 years. And it's a business magazine for people in the business of racing. So people have retail stores that sell speed equipment. People build race engines professionally for living, build the race cars, and then the professional race teams also read the magazine. And we talk about kind of the business trends in racing. And so month by month by month, we have this business readership. And it's kind of like they get on board the PRI train. The train stops in Orlando, and everybody gets out. And so we have a fantastic business-to-business trade show here in Orlando.
So pretty much the trade show is based off this magazine for the motorsports industry.
Yeah, very much so. It's for the U.S. industry. We have racing entrepreneurs from all 50 states here. We'll have nearly 40,000 people all together. And then we also have visitors from 65 countries. It is amazing. I mean, it is amazing. It's like a little city being built, like Race City coming up, and then another couple of days it will disappear, and everybody will go back to all four corners of the globe.
Well, tell us a little bit about you and your history in the motorsports industry.
Well, I've been editing the magazine, and I came to the magazine as a very good editor, I would say. And also I really understood what the owners of small businesses wanted to read, what they needed to really help run their businesses. So I did that really well. I've never built race engines or race cars. I've never really raced door to door. I've driven race cars, but not door to door. But that's okay. Our readers do all that better than I do. They're the race engine builders. They're the geniuses. I can't tell them how to go faster because I'm an editor. But I can tell them how to operate their business so that they can make money, keep the doors open year after year, and succeed. So it's been a nice career for me. And then we have very, very close readership of 26,000 people around the world for the magazine.
Okay. And compared to other, conventions such as SEMA, IMIS, how would you compare yourself to them, and what do you do for the people in the motorsports industry?
Well, the IMIS is just one of like 24 racing consumer shows around the country, so it's not in the same league as SEMA and PRI. It's kind of like a small sprint car show for people around Indiana, just Indiana. But SEMA actually started a lot like PRI, where it was hardcore racing and for the business element of racing. But then they kind of evolved, and now they're more kind of general performance aftermarket. A great, big, beautiful show. They do an excellent job. And then when it comes to just strictly hardcore racing component, that's all we do. If it's a component that doesn't somehow end up on a racetrack, we don't have it at our show. So we're hardcore racing here, and then SEMA has a little bit broader reach than that. But both the SEMA show and the PRI trade show are business to business.
And how long has PRI been going? When was it started? Just give us a little history on that.
This is our 23rd year. We started in Louisville. We were small and nobody really knew who we were, but the idea of business-to-business show, there was a lot of racer shows, local racer shows. There was only one business-to-business show when we started. And we went to Louisville, Nashville, Cincinnati, Columbus, Indianapolis, and then Orlando. And the great thing about Orlando, one, is the weather. Two is we have 1 million square feet here where everybody is in one place at one time in this one gigantic exhibit hall. So it's really a thrill. What people say to me often is that this is the big racer candy store. And they just go up and down the aisles and lick their lips at how fast they can go if they have this part and that piece of machinery, and it's fun.
So for the people, the vendors that come in, their benefits are?
What they're coming to do is really establish another vendor for their product lines. So they, they manufacture the components, but then they want little retail stores around the country to sell them directly to the racers in their community, in their market. They want to get race engine builders to switch, whether it's connecting rods or pistons or EFI systems. They want to get their products, their components, through the distribution chain. And so that's what they're here for. They're lining up businesses for 2011.
And for the spectators, besides entertainment, because as you can see we have even go-karts and all stuff, what is the benefit for spectators that come in and how they can get started by coming to
there's no spectators here. Spectators we keep out. So anybody watching this, you can't come to PRI Trade Show. This is business only. But I'm glad you're aware of it, because the parts are introduced here, then they go out through the distribution chain, and your local engine builder, your local speed shop, they'll have components, you give them another month or two, that were first introduced here at the PRI trade show. So we want everybody in racing, fans and race teams, to know about the PRI trade show, but it's kind of a closed professional environment right here. So we kind of let some people in who have racing businesses, professional race teams. The regular race fan can't get in. But, you know, this is kind of where a lot of the Go Fast stuff happens. So it's kind of gearhead heaven.
So in the next coming year, what can we expect to be different about PRI? What are your goals for the show?
You know, our goals for the show right now, the word that comes up is value. So we're always trying to think how to add value to the experience for exhibitors and for the attendees. And so we haven't really figured out our next PRI trade show yet. We kind of get through this one. Then Monday morning, we'll start working on developing the PRI trade show for 2011. But the essential thing we want is that this is an affordable, effective, powerful place to come bring your new racing components, get them through the distribution network, and then for the buyers, we want it to be easy, affordable, smooth. Just come here, get a hotel room for 2 or 3 nights, and you'll see everything all in one place, all at one time. So we're just always trying to figure out right now how to add value. For the exhibitors next year, we're going to offer that for no additional money, we'll allow them to have an island exhibit excuse me, with 360-degree access from customers. So things like that are what we're going to do.
Okay, well there you have it. We're with John once again, VP and editor of Performance Racing Industry Magazine and the show, and myself, Karla Molina, with Import Team.
And I just want to add, it's a big segment of the PRI trade show. It's the tuner market, and it's growing and growing every year. Time Attack is a great way young guys are getting into race cars these days. Honda and Mazda over here just introduced some great race vehicles that you can race in a very affordable way. So the tuner market, the import market, is becoming a bigger and bigger part of what we do. So we're glad to be on Import Zine, and we appreciate it. We'll see you next year.